नोऽभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी हरे कृष्णा welcome to today's Bhakti Yoga class. Okay. So how are you? Fine. Why you are sitting here? Cool. Huh? Place was? Acha. Acha. Okay. We are going to finish the story very soon. So 54th sloka we were discussing. Okay, this so Citraketu Maharaj's son was given poison by the other co-wives of Krtadyuti Mataji. Krtadyuti, so Queen Krtadyuti's son. So he was lying and he was not at all getting up. So she got that intelligent Krtadyuti thought that what happened, my son today is sleeping too much. And she asked so her maid servant to go and bring her towards towards her. Then when she that maid servant went there, so all the eyes were seeing upward direction. So rolling and upward direction. They turned into the upward direction and the body became dead. So immediately she understood that maid servant and saying that, just beating her so chest with the hands and shoutly crying, so that this no more of this boy. Then after hearing this, immediately there Krtadyuti, mother Krtadyuti also came there, and she got fainted. So maid servant got fainted, she got fainted, and all that means thousands and thousands of people in that palace, all they also came to know and started crying and lamenting for this. So by that time, so King Chitraketu Maharaj also came to know. When he came to know this news, his body was shaking and he was not able to stand. And also, he just so lay down near to that dead body, and he was crying like anything. So when it happened, so like this, so by the time, by seeing the king's lamentation, so Krtadyuti also came into consciousness, and she was thinking like this. She was thinking and lamenting and thinking like this. What is that? That's a 54th one. Aho vidas tvamas Aho vidas tvamativa balisho yastvatma srushtya pratirupamihase parenu jivatya parasya ya murti viparyayaschettvamasi dhruva para. Acha, today I didn't mention the time. Maybe the people thinking at 1 o'clock. No, na? 1 o'clock they are thinking. Huh? I don't know. Our transcendental devotees can think anything. Slowly they are coming. Okay, no problem. Anyway. This is the thing. Actually, in the general society also, the how this Queen Krtadyuti was crying, same way of us thinking and crying will be seen actually. This is very common in the society. See how she is blaming the supreme law. Alas, O providence, O creator, you are certainly inexperienced in creation. What she is telling to the Lord? You are inexperienced in creation. You don't know how to create. You have no experience. For during the lifetime of your father, you have caused the death of his son. पिता जिंदा है और लेकिन बच्चे मर गए, क्या कैसे सृष्टि बनाए आप? कैसे हैं आपको? आप अन्याय किए, thus acting in opposition to your creative laws. Is this the law? This is not the law actually. Law is what? First father dies and then next son will die. This is the law. According to her, this is the law. So you are going against, that means you are inexperienced. If you are determined to contradict these laws, you are certainly the enemy of living entities. Drohi, you are the enemy. You are the enemy of all the living entities and are never merciful. You don't have any mercy at all. This is out of lamentation, everyone cries like this. फिफ्टींथ, अच्छा यही बात 14th में ढूंढना है ना. दास गोपाल दास अस्माकं एतादृशस्य दुःखस्य कारणं विदिता एव यस्य च कारणत्वं तदीय यस्य च कारणत्वं तदीय मूर्खत्वादेव इति निश्चित्य सः न पुनरेवं क्वापि करोतु इति हितैषित्वेन तमेव प्रबोधयन्ति. aha so Krtadyuti, I know what is the cause for this I know the cause for this lamentation. So this happened because of the foolishness of the God. God is a fool. So yasya karanam tadiya murkhatva, because of the Lord's foolishness this happened. And she confirmed this is the foolishness of the Lord. Saha punar eva kwapi karotu. So like this he should not repeat to anyone's case, because she is having this so much love and attachment for her son, and because of this she is directly blaming the Lord. So that's why she is telling that he is a fool, and this fool should not repeat this kind of activity in any other's case. So kwapi karotu iti. So she is so seeking, that means she is telling me some welfare words for the Lord. You should not do like this. And she is teaching now, as said in this sloka, she is teaching the Lord. Aho balishatvam evaha yastvam atmanah srustehe apratirupam asadrishyam anuchitam yatha sya tatha ityarthaha. This is only childishness or the foolishness. Balishatvam, inexperienced. So you did like an inexperienced person. Nanu, Lord is saying, Kim aunachityam tatraha pare vruddhe jivati aparasya balasya ya mrutihi tattada hi vruddhasya sustir samardhya bhave bale cha mrute sati tava srushti lopah eva eshaha syadityartha. Lord is saying, so what is the inappropriateness? Tell me, why you are blaming me? Then she is telling, Are, you didn't understand till now. Pare vruddhe jivati aparasya balasya ya mrutihi tattada hi vruddhasya srushtihi samardhya bhave bale cha mrute sati tava srushti lopah eva sha. What she is telling? Vruddhe jivati, that means older one is still living. Aparasya balasya ya mrutihi, younger one died. So on top of this old man cannot produce another child, and that whatever produced child that died, that child died. Then this is a fault in your creation. How then creation will progress? Because old man and young boy, son and father. So son died and father cannot produce another son. Then creation is finished. What is this foolishness you are doing? You are very inexperienced. You don't know how to do creation. You ask me, I will do. Krtadyuti is telling. Left and right she is. Srishti lopaha esha. This is fault in the creation. So what is it? Viparyayaschet samprati swa srushtehe viparitosmi iti manyase chet ityardaha. This is the against to the creation. Tarihi tvameva asmakam paraha. So that's why you are the real enemy, because you are not cooperating us to increase the creation. If you do like this, because now Citraketu Maharaj cannot produce a child. Over. Already he is old and boy gone. is died, then what? How the creation will be continued? So, and that's why, my dear Lord, you are the real enemy of us. Swasya apakaramapi krutva asman dukkhayan satruttvameva vakti karoshi. Swasya apakaramapi krutva asman dukkhayan satruttvameva vakti karoshi. So you are doing, so apakaram means, what do you say apakaram? Damage. So you are doing damage for yourself, and also you are giving so dukkha, misery to us. So like this, you are maintaining enmity. You are expressing your enmity to us, towards us. Because Lord, being a creator, he should increase the creation. That means he is now, by doing this activity, he is stopping the creation. So that means he is doing so damage for himself, and also what, he is giving the pain to all of us, and in this way you are expressing your enmity to us. So like this she is telling. Krtadyuti. This is the way a conditioned soul condemns the Supreme Creator when he meets reverses. Sometimes he accuses the Supreme God of being because or having not. The Queen Supreme Providence son's death following the creative laws. A father should die first and then his son. If the creative laws are changed according to the whims of the providence, then providence certainly should not be considered merciful, but must be considered inimical to the created being. Actually, it is not the creator, but the conditioned soul who is inexperienced. What is people they say? See, small boy, he didn't see anything in his life. So he didn't play nicely. He didn't have any wife and marriage, and nothing he has seen, and Lord has taken him. So he is not having any kind of so mercy, such a merciless God. You'll be seeing in the villages. If someone, young boy, young child is died, then so all these mothers beating their chest and crying like this. तो तेलुगु में तो मैं अच्छे से इमिटेट करके कर देता, but in Telugu you cannot understand. Otherwise, I have good experience of this by seeing so many times. You want to do in Hindi? No. Okay. So generally, they don't have any logic or any philosophy or anything. So simply out of the anger and out of the pain, so they keep on saying like this. Next, nahi kramaschediham mrityu janmano saririnaamastu tadatma karmabi yah sneha pasho nija sarga vruddhaye swayam krutaste tamimam vivruchasi. Akinjan Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. My Lord, you may say that there is no law that a father must die in the lifetime of his son, and that the son must be born in the lifetime of his father, since everyone lives and dies according to his own fruitive activity. However, if fruitive activity is so strong that birth and death depends upon it, there is no need of a controller or God again. If you say that a controller is needed because of the material energy does not have the power to act, one may answer that if the bonds of affection you have created are disturbed by fruitive actions, no one will raise children with affection. Instead, everyone will cruelly neglect his children. Since you have cut the bonds of the affection that compel a parent to raise his child, you appear inexperienced and unintelligent.
Wow, what a logic Krtadyuti applied. So no one can be. What a logic, wonderful logic. Wonderful logic by our Krtadyuti. Wow. Very good. Nanu jivasya karmanusarena janmadi kurvatah mama ko aparadha tatraha. Lord is saying, so my dear Krtadyuti, jivasya karmanusarena. So Jivatma is having the karma. According to that karma, janmadi kurvataha, I am giving the birth to the living entity. Mamako aparadaha, what is the fault in me? What kind of offense I did? Tell me. According to the karma, because he is telling that your child's karma is like that, he died. According to the karma, what is the problem in this? Whose fault this is? Not my fault. So Lord said like this. Then mother is telling, Nahi, no, no. Putre jivatyeva pita mriyate, pitari mrute eva putraha mriyate iti kramah nasti. Karmadhinatvad iti chet tarihi atma karma bhireva tad janmadikamastu kim tvaya krutyam. So, okay, what she said then. So when Lord said that karma is the cause, and according to karma, he have that much lifespan only finished. Then she is telling that putre jivati. Jivatyeva pita mriyate. What? When son is alive, then so father dies. This is a rule in general. Putre jivati eva pita mriyate. Pitari mrite eva putraha mriyate. After father dies, then child dies. After the father's death, child's death will happen. Yeah. So, and so, while son is living, so father has to die. And after the death of father only, child will get death. Child should get death. So, iti kramaha nasti. Now this kind of sequence is not there. Karmadhinatvad. So if you say this is due to karma, so this sequence can be disturbed. If you say, that means Lord can say, because of this sequence is under the control of the karma. If you say, so it is under the control of the karma, tarihi atma karma bhireva tajjanmadikamastu. Then atma is getting his birth based upon the karma only. Tvaya krutyam, that means kim krutyam. Then what is the need of you? आपका कोई जरूरत नहीं है. If this is a sequence, she is telling, and if this sequence is controlled by the karma, then what is the need of you? Then what is the answer? Then Lord, what is saying? What he is saying, Lord? Nanu maya ishwarena vina jadaihi karma bir idam katam siddhyet. Then Lord said, without me, how this karma can act? This is inert material. Karma is inert. It is not Chaitanya Padartha. It cannot work it by itself. I am the cause for this karma to work. Without me, how it can work? How can you question my existence? How can you say that I am not having any use in this? I am not useful in this? How can you say? Idam katam siddhyet. Then satyam. Then Krtadyuti is saying, yes, good. Wait. She is having her logic. Satyam. Yes, my dear Lord, you are true. Tvaya eva siddhyatu. Yes, by you only this karma is functioning. Yes. Tadapi nija sarga vruddhaye yaha. So actually you tell me one more point. You want your creation to be expanded. Okay. So for that, what you are doing? You are creating the sneha pasha. Sneha pasha means attachment for the child. So mother and father is having the attachment for the child, the affection for the child. And similarly, yeah, this is the natural system. If it is not created, then what? All the animals will give the birth, have a sex, give birth and live. Then what will happen to the creation? like cow gave birth to the calf, and when cow is not showing an affection to the calf, then what will happen to that calf? Who will feed? Who will care? And who will protect from other species? That's why, my dear Lord, you tell me, so you created affection for the people or not? Yeah, that means parents have affection for their child. So this is done by you because you want expansion of the creation. Yes, Lord said, yes, yes. Then she's putting point, you see. Sneha pashaste tvaya swayameva krutam krutaha tam imam vivruchasi chinatsyasi. But now she is telling that you created this affection for the children in parents. Now you are breaking this. You are breaking this. Vrichasi means you are breaking this. Snehe etadrisham dukkam drishtva putradishu kopi sneham na karishyati. So if child is dying in front of our eyes and all the parents are getting this so much lamentation, so much pain, then after that they will never get any affection for their children. Then what will happen? Sneha karane, if the affection is not shown by the parents, then putradaya katam jivishanti, then how these children, these babies, children can be protected, can be grown up? How those can be grown up? So iti srishtilopat, that means, my dear Lord, you did this activities so that this is a defect. This is a defect in the creation. Tvam murkha eva. Krtadyuti is saying that you are a fool. Yadva Lord lat chinatti ityadha. Sneha eva sukadukkayoho hetuhu. Sneha bhave putraha jayatam riyatam naiva syatam sukadukkheti. That means sneha, that means action is for produce, and sneha so is cause for the sukha and dukkha. And if sneha bhava, if there is no affection, then what will happen in birth and death? So naiva syatam, that means sneha bhave putraha jayatam riyatam va naiva syatam tam sukha dukkhe iti bhavaha. That means there will be no sukha and dukkha in the birth and death of the people, if sneha bhava. So that's why if sneha bhava is not there, then what will happen in whole creation? There is no birthday party. There is no birthday celebration, no cake cuttings, nothing. No celebration, no feast, no nothing. Everyone will give birth and leave and go. Ja. This will have a big problem actually. क्वेश्चन बनाए नहीं बनाए, बहुत बड़ा फिलॉसफी तो है नहीं. Lord will not tell anything because he's not there. It is just an argument. She's expressing her pain. No, Purvakshi gone. Purvakshi gone. Yeah, she's thinking just by her own self. Actually, see, yeah, this is, she has to understand that. So, Lord, this whatever the karma is there, that is function. It's not that everyone's case, na. So, in her arguments, there are so many defects are there. For example, she is saying that then it is a defect in the Srishti. Lord is not doing in everyone's case like that. That means he is not taking everyone's son before the father. Only for rarely one or two, because they have such a bad karma. But otherwise, in general, what we are seeing. So father is dying before the son only. So that's why just out of her pain she was telling, but otherwise nothing is there. क्वेश्चन बनाया नहीं बनाया? 14 चैप्टर में कितना क्वेश्चन है? एक भी नहीं आया ना, तो क्वेश्चन डालो. Yes, we need to make questions. So, how Krtadyuti expressed her lamentation to Supreme Lord. Okay. Chalo. How many marks? 10, no, 5. 5, 5, 5. You can write in the form of dialogues also. No problem. 56. Tvam tatanarhasi chamam कृपणामनाथां त्यक्तुं विचक्ष्व पितरं तव शोकतप्तम् अंजस्तरेम भवता प्रजदुस्तरं यद्वान्तं न यर्ह्य करुणेन यमेन दूरम्. My dear son, I am helpless and very much aggrieved. You should not give up my company. Just look at your lamenting father. We are helpless because without your son, we shall have to suffer the distress of going to the darkest hellish region. You are the only hope by which we can get out of these dark regions. Therefore, I request you not to go any further with the merciless Yama. ऑलरेडी चले गया और कहाँ से पकड़ेंगे. वो actually out of lamentation, yeah, she is बालिशेन विधात्रा सह किम इत्यहम संलापयामि स्वपुत्रमेव हितकृत्य किमिति. So she thought that this foolish lord, I don't want to discuss with him, so I will directly I will negotiate with my son only. And she switched from that mood to this mood and she started मेरा बच्चा तुम क्यों छोड़ के चले गए. तुम तो नहीं जाना चाहिए ऐसा ऐसा. Actually my mother also left at the time. I don't know, I don't get any tears. I don't know actually. Maybe that's the hard hearted, because everyone have some kind of, you know, what is that, psycho. Psycho nature. But actually क्या करेंगे, actually it's gone. Everyone will leave. Father will leave, mother will leave, everyone will leave. क्या करे. But yes, as much as we can do, that's all. But one should not too much, it means one should not too much lament for the harsh reality. This is a very harsh reality. That means, so parents will leave, all the neighbors will leave, all the family members will leave one after one. According to the Vedic injunctions, one must accept a wife just to beget a son, who can deliver one from the clutches of Yamaraj. Unless one has a son to offer oblations to the Pitas or forefathers, one must suffer in Yamaraj's kingdom. In general Karma Kanda system, this is the true. So who are Karma Kandis? They has to so have a son who can after death. So and our son will offer oblations, so that we will be relieved from the clutches of the Yamaras, from the kingdom of the Yamaras, and will be transferred to the Pitriloka. Yeah. Pitriloka is about to the earth planet. So that means more pleasure. Yes, definitely. King Citraketu was very much aggrieved, thinking that because his son was going away with Yamaraj, he himself would again suffer. The subtle laws exist for the karmis. If one becomes a devotee, he has no more obligations to the laws of karma. So that means Shraddha ceremony, these are all based upon the karma kanda actually. And for the devotees, there is no karma kanda. But if you are ananya bhakta, if you are not ananya bhakta, you also should follow. Yeah. Uttishthata tata ime shishavo vayasyas त्वामाह्वयन्ति नृपनन्दन संविहर्तुं सुप्तश्चिरं ह्यशनया च भवान् परीतो भुङ्क्ष्वास्तनं पिबशुचो हरनः सकानाम्. My dear son, you have slept a long time. Now please get up. Your playtimes are calling you to play. Since playmates are calling you to play. Since you must be very hungry, please get up and suck my breast and dissipate our lamentation. बच्चा उठो रे उठो. कहाँ उठेगा बच्चा? खेलो. कहाँ खेलेंगे? कुछ नहीं खेलेंगे. वो आके क्या बोलेंगे देखिए. और नाहं तनुज तदृशे हतमंगलाते मुग्धस्मितं मुदित वीक्षण माननाब्जं किं वा गतोस्य पुनरन्वयामन्यलोकं नीतो गृणेन न शृणोमि कलागिरस्ते. My dear son, I am certainly most unfortunate, for I can no longer see your mild smiling. You have closed your eyes forever. I therefore conclude that you have been taken from this planet to another, from which you will not return. My dear son, I can no longer hear your pleasing voice. क्या करें? मधुरस मुग्धस्वितम. Sri Sukavacha. So she was crying like this. You already left, my dear son. अभी तो आएगा नहीं, बस गया तो आएंगे नहीं. श्री सुगवाच विलपन्त्यामृतं पुत्रं इति चित्रविलापनैः चित्रकेतुर्भृशं तप्तो मुक्तकण्ठोरुरोधः. Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued, accompanied by his wife, who was thus lamenting for her dead son. King Citraketu began crying loudly with an open mouth, being greatly aggrieved. He is shouting even more louder. Or King Citraketu. Because by seeing the wife's lamentation, it will increase even more. He's laughing. Why? Next. तयोर्विलपतो सर्वे दम्पत्योस्तदनुव्रताः रुरुदुः स्म नरानार्यः सर्वमासेदचेतनम्. As the king and queen lamented, all their male and female followers joined them in crying. Mapre, 1 crore wives and their servants and their maid servants, their doorkeepers, how many? Crores of people. Because of the sudden accident, all the citizens of the kingdom were almost unconscious. सब लोग, राजा रो रहे तो सब लोग रो ही रहे, क्या करें. एवं कश्मलमापन्नं नष्टसंज्ञमनायकं ज्ञात्वा अंगिर नाम ऋषिर अजगाम सनारदः. So whole kingdom is crying, no eating. When the great sage Angira understood that the king was almost dead, in an ocean of lamentation, he went there with Narada Rishi. All this Narada and so both came. The end of Bhakti and the purports of the 6th canto, 14th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled King Citraketu's Lamentation. Okay, we'll finish 15 also and we'll start 16. Today, 3 chapters we are going to touch. 14 over, so 15 over, 16 will enter. Touching 3 chapters one day. ఎవడ గొడవ వాడిది. Yes. Tomorrow 16, day after tomorrow 17, after that 18, 19, after that finishing. Wow, such a marathon. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Actually, you should increase. Every day we should teach. I am starting a new batch for online students, for online. What is that? In this batch, I will be teaching first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, purely Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur commentary. Only. No purpose. Direct commentary. But it is only for those who read already purports, for them only. Yeah. That to morning 6 to 7:30. Commentary. Yes. Morning 6 to 7:30. Early morning. We'll finish japa few rounds before Mangalarti, and so still 6 japa and freshly sit and do the katha. 4 months, 4.5, 3 days in a week. 1.5 hour each session. VCT and next JG. No, we'll see. That will be the next course. Morning 6 to 7:30. Okay. Hopefully nobody will come from this class. Because I have already so many students I got from US. There's a big batch is there. That's why I'm starting. From other classes. We are going to start Sandarbha summary in the Sunday and Saturday morning, 7 to 9. Sandarbha summary in November, December, and January. 4 months. Online. All are online. Online. This era for online. The saint Narada and Angira instruct King Citraketu. 15th chapter. Okay. Sri Sukha Uvacha. Sri Sukha Uvacha. Uchutur Mruta Kopante. Patitam Mruta Kopamam. Shokabhibhutam Rajanam. Bodhayantau Saduktibihi. Amok going, Prabhu. कैसे एक्सप्रेशन दे रहे हैं. ढूंढ रही हूँ, अभी निकाल रही पुस्तक. Unmute. Baba, unmute.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
15th chapter, first verse. Book
15.
है नहीं?
15 first verse. Yes, Prabhu.
It's very small chapter. This is also.
Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, while King Citraketu, overcome by lamentation, lay like a dead body at the side of the dead body of his son, the two great sages, Narada and Angira, instructed him about spiritual consciousness as follows.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. आता पंचदशे भूपम उद्धधारा मुनिद्वयं शोकात्मन्तोपदेष्टुं नारदः किंचित अब्रवीत्. Ata, in the 15th chapter, we are going to study what? Bhupam, Uddadhara, Munidvayam. These both Munis, Narada and Angira, both instruct Raz, king. Bhupam means king, King Citraketu. Shokat mantropadeshtum Narada kinchid abravit. So, Shokat mantram tu upadeshtum Narada kinchid abravit. So, to give mantra, Narada spoke with the little bit he spoke with this king. Okay. In this, especially, you'll be seeing these two Munidvayam, Narada and Angira, they instruct so King Citraketu. That's all. Not much is there. So in the first verse, what is happening? So King Citraketu was sitting just beside to that dead body and lying down actually. So that then how they are instructing, you see. Koyam syat tava rajendra bhavan yamanu sochati tvam chasya katamasrusto puredani matah param. Pitamar Chaitanya Prabhu. Yes.
O king, what relationship does the dead body for which you lament have with you? And what relationship do you have with him? You may say that you are now related as father and son, but do you think this relationship existed before? Does it truly exist now? Will it continue in the future?
Koyam syat tava rajendra bhavan yam anusochati. So I am tava ko bhavet. Who is he? The dead body is there. And Citraketu Maharaj just lying beside to that dead body. And these rishis came there. And Rishi is asking rishis, who is this? Koyam. So tava ko bhavet. So what will become to you? He is. So putra iti chet. Then Citraketu Maharaj can say, he is my son. Satyam, okay, fine. Tvam api asya katamaha pita iti chet tatra aha. So that means then you are the son, you are the okay father for this boy. Your father in which life? In the past, in the present, or in the future? In which life you are father? Katamaha pita. Katamaha pita means there are many pitas, or which pita you are? Because this person, this boy, he was having so many pitas, so many fathers. Because in the last life he took birth from some other one, then he was the pita, and before that, like that. In the past, thousands and thousands of fathers are over, and also in future, thousands and thousands of fathers will come. Among all these fathers, you are which father? Tell me, you are which father? Katamaha pita. There are katamaha means there are many. Out of many, which one? Many, how it is possible? Because everyone have the, now how many fathers we have? Millions. Millions of fathers are over, and millions of fathers will get if we don't go to Golok.
I want to ask question. It may be silly,
Nice.
but still, it is very thought-provoking questions.
Yeah.
When we say father, mother, sister, brother, wife, friend, so can we see that? Because this is just like this is the body. This is a body. Others a body also material body. If you analytically study, so
Yes.
where can you find out where is the wife is there? Which part of wife is there? Because soul is soul, transcendental, and body is body. So where is the wife is there? Where is the father is there? Where is the mother is there?
Mother, yeah.
So that relationship, that rasa,
Mm.
can be seen in because we are trying to experience that is existing transcendental world.
Mm.
We are trying to experience here material world,
Mm.
but this is not really exist one
Mm.
sense.
Mm.
But because theoretically, where is the father? Material body made of elements, and everyone's bodies are like similar. So what makes his father and what is makes his wife? How it happens? So can you please point out this is wife? Now what? Where is the wife? That is denoted
Wife.
upadhi. Upadhi is there. Na soul
Yes.
is there. So gets like wife, yeah,
Yes, yes.
husband. But what makes any substance is not there. Can you find out substance?
Yes. Wife is not there. तो अभी तक तो father mother तो ले लेंगे, ठीक है. We'll discuss with father and mother. So take the example, father and mother. Where are the father and mother? Father is there in the house, mother is there in the hell or heaven, wherever. But I understood actually your question. So you are asking that. So where is this relation is there? This relation is there in the false ego. So when this Atma Suddhopi Vichaste Avishuddha Kartuhu, so if it is pure, but still it is so being conditioned because of avidya. So it is falsely identifying himself as the body. So that's the false identification is due to what? False ego. And false ego is the cause for this relationship. In there only, father relationship, mother relationship, all will be there. Okay. Yeah. So then he is asking, these both munis are, hey, father, tell me. So many are there. Why? In past, present, father you are. So kadachit tasyeva anyasya va putradayah bhavanti te janmantare tasyeva anyasya va kalatradayah citramitradayah va bhavanti te bhavaha. And my dear Citraketu, not only this boy, you have so many wives. You are already in this life, you have 1 crore, but like this, you have crores and crores of wives in the previously you already had, and you will be having. Okay, there are so many wives and so many other relationships also. So many enemies, millions of enemies we have, everyone. So you are speaking about which son you are speaking and which son is. So you are father for this boy, which father? You are which father? So then next, this is establishing that every Jivatma is getting the different bodies and it is having the different fathers. Yatha prayanti samyanti stotro vegena baluka samyujjante vyujjante tata kalena tehina. O king, yes, small particles of sand sometimes come together and are sometimes separate due to the force of the waves. The living entities who have accepted material bodies sometimes come together and are sometimes separated by the force of the time. When there is a wind is blowing, you can see there will be some chunk of the sand will be someplace and some dust like this. So and some are already which are together, they are going to different directions and becoming the different groups, chunks. So like this in our life, every life after life, we are getting this so many friends and so many countries and so many states. Now you are now in India and sometimes you might be hating Musliman, and next time we'll be in the Musliman community and we'll be hating Hindus. Because if too much hatred is there, then he will become that. Then he will hate reverse. These are all, so keep on going. Okay, next. Purport, the misunderstanding of the conditioned soul is the bodily conception of the life. The body is material, but within the body is a soul. This is a spiritual understanding. Unfortunately, one who is in ignorance under the spell of material illusion accepts the body to be self. He cannot understand that the body is a master. Okay, like this. You all know these points. You are all very intelligent and sharp. So no need to explain all this. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. political adjustments, social welfare work, medical assistance, and the other programs we have manufactured for peace and happiness will never endure. So, like in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna was instructing Arjuna, why you are lamenting, Arjuna? So you should not lament for your killing of these relatives and friends, gurus, and others. So how Krishna was instructing, same way you can see this chapter is also like that. Okay. Yata dhana suvaidhana bhavanti na bhavanti cha yevam bhutani bhuteshu choditani shamayaya. When seeds are sown in the ground, they sometimes grow into plants and sometimes don't. Sometimes the ground is not fertile and the sowing of seeds is unproductive. Similarly, sometimes a prospective father being impelled by the potency of the Supreme Lord can beget a child, but sometimes conception doesn't take place. Therefore, one should not lament over the artificial relationships of parenthood, which is ultimately controlled by the Supreme Lord. Just a bees faking. When we throw seeds on the ground, some will be sprouting and becoming the plants, and some are just falling on the stones and no sprouting nothing. So similarly, so what is said here? Danasu bhutani bhuteshu choditani shamayaya. The same way living entities, so they are sometimes growing till the end of the death they are living, and some in between also dying. So this is the meaning of this sloka. So now in the dialogue form, how it is said, you see in the next continuation. Citraketu, what the Munis are saying? Munis are saying that you are which father? There are so many fathers for this boy. Then father is saying, Citraketu Maharaj is saying, Nanu ahamasya pita, Nanu aham asya pita va putro va etasmin janmani anyasmin janmani bhavamina bhavami va ityadi ajignasaya sampratyalameva kintu asya parama premaspadasya vicheda dukkamaham kena paradena anubhavami tad bhruvam iti chet. So Citraketu Maharaj is saying, hey, why you are confusing me? I don't want to bother about my relationship with this boy in the previous lives or the future lives. But in this life, I am father and he is my son. And he left me. And that's why I am getting the now lamentation. So this is enough. This is enough for my lamentation. So kintu asya parama premaspadasya vicheda dukkam. He is very much lovable and I love him so much. And now that is broken and this is causing for the pain. Aham kenapi aparadena anubhavami. What kind of offense I did? Why I have to suffer this pain? Tad abruvam. That you people explain. So like this, he said. Then what they said, Munis, Chet na atra. Then Munis are saying, na atra ko apyaparadaha kintu atra kala eva karanam. They are saying that, hey Maharaj, you didn't do any offense, but time is the cause for this separation. Yatha. So that is explained in this sloka. Time is the cause. That means tad ityetavantam kalam mama putro na abhut vardhakye jataha mrutaha iti mahad dukkam iti chet tatrahu. So then Citraketu Maharaj is saying, time is the cause, okay bhai, but I didn't get my son for this till my old age. Somehow or other now I got the boy and now he also died. So mahad dukkam iti che, this is causing for the serious pain. So then these munis are saying, so don't worry. So danasu yaveshu what is that? Danashu yaveshu dana yavantarani bhavanti kadachit bhavanti nashyanti cha evam bhutani putradini bhuteju pitradishu. अतो यावानां जन्म जन्य जनकत्येपि यदा पितृपुत्रादि भावो नास्ति एवमत्रापि न शोकः कार्य इति भाव. Then they are saying, so what they are saying, so oh my dear king, my dear king, you see, so of course yes, you got the son very lately and also he left. What can we do? Like you see, sometimes we throw the seeds on the ground and some are so becoming sprouting and they are becoming the trees and some are just becoming vain. Similarly, you sow a seed and it came up some plant and it stayed for some time and gone. What should you do? What you should do for this? It happens, man. It happens. It happens in this creation. That's why you should not lament for this. Iti bhavaha. Danaha brashtyevam striyaha ityavidhanat. Okay. So sleshena yatha dhanasu भ्रष्ट यवेषु धानाः न भवन्ति एवं भूतेषु ईदृशेषु भवद्विदेषु अपत्यजनका. ओके, इसमें ज्यादा no, Angira just is Angira and Narada just trying to so pacify him. So next, vayam cha tvayam cha ye chema tulya kalaschara charaha janma mrityor yatha paschat प्रांगनैव मधुनापि भोः. ऐसा इतना चैप्टर में रस नहीं आएगा क्योंकि इसमें कोई डिवोशनल का ज्यादा ये नहीं, जस्ट फिलॉसफी थोड़ा मोड़ा. इसीलिए चलो अभी दौड़ेंगे. हाँ, इतना सुन चुके हैं 20-20 साल 25-25 साल. क्या बोल रहा है इसमें चैप्टर में? आत्मा अनादि है, शरीर नष्ट हो जाता है, यही पॉइंट है इधर पूरा. हाँ? क्या बोले? की बोलूं? नो मोर डिस्कशन. चलो भाई, चलो तो ट्रांसलेशन पढ़ो. ट्रांसलेशन पढ़ो. ये कहाँ है?
So, O King, both you and we,
अच्छा,
your advisors,
हाँ
wives and ministers, as well as everything moving and not moving throughout the entire cosmos at this time, are in a temporary situation. Before your birth, this situation
Before our
before our birth,
हाँ.
this situation did not exist, and after our death, it will not exist no longer. Therefore, our situation now is temporary, although it is not false. शोचनीय न केवलं तः पुत्रः एव अपितु so Citraketu Maharaj, you are lamenting for your son. It is not stopped only by with this. You have so many. It will happen same thing with your wives, relatives, and all also. You have 1 crore wives. 1 crore times you should cry. 1 crore wives living means 1 crore times. How names? How to remember? Rangamay Prabhu, how it is possible? 1 crore wives. So how many millions of years you should live? Okay, 1 crore wives are there for you, so you have to cry for them also. No, it's not that this is only the thing which will give lamentation for you. That's why he's saying Vayamcha Tulya Kalaha Eka Kalistita. Of course, we are all now in one time. That means in one situation. We are all now. But Janmanaha Prak Mrityoho Paschat Yatha Na Santi Evam Adhunapi Na Santi Na Hyatre Eka Kalika Vastu. It's not that the That means all eternally will be here. After 1 month, where you will be? Where everything is out. After that, who will live first? Golok or not Golok? Definitely. So we may go to the different planets, upper or lower. गोलोक बहुत घिसना पड़ेगा भाई, इतना से नहीं होगा गोलोक के लिए. Yeah, very good. So we want that. We should try. Yes, but that is not in our hand. Okay. So the point is what they are saying. All these, they are with you. So your wives, there also will be cause for the pain or lamentation in future. So because who are there in this point of time, those will not be there in the next. Who will go first and who will go later, we don't know. So why you have to worry for this? न सन्ति न ह्यत्रेककालिकं वस्तु वास्तवम् उच्यते न ह्य अवास्तवं वस्तु भोगै भव्यैः गणनायाम् उपाधीयते इत्यतः तत् सत्यम् अपि. This is a fact. Purport Mayavadi philosophers say Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. Brahman, the living being, is factual, but his present bodily situation is false. According to the Vaishnava philosophy, however, the present situation is not false but temporary. It is like a dream. A dream doesn't exist before one falls asleep, nor does it continue after one awakens. The period for dreaming exists only between these two, and therefore it is false in the sense that it is impermanent. Similarly, the entire material creation, including our own creation and those of the others, is impermanent. We don't lament for situation in a dream before the dream takes place or after it is over. And so during the dream or during a dreamlike situation, one should not accept it as factual and lament about it. This is real knowledge. So that's the same thing they are also saying. So whatever the relationships you have with your wife, your son and the children, everyone is relatives, is temporary. So that's why don't cry for that. Not only for your son, so you will be getting the same lamentation for your wives also. So that is the point. We all together for only certain point of time, but who will live first or who will so come back first, who we don't know. Next, bhutair bhutani bhuteshah srujyatyavati hanti cha atma srishtair aswatantrair anapekshopi balavat. Sri Charan Prabhu.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Master and Proprietor of everything, is certainly not interested in the temporary cosmic manifestation. Nonetheless, just as a boy at the beach creates something in which he is not interested, the Lord, keeping everything under his control, causes creation, maintenance, and annihilation. He creates by engaging a father to beget a son. He maintains by engaging a government or king to see to the public's welfare, and he annihilates through agents for killing, such as snakes. The agents for creation, maintenance, and annihilation have no independent potency, but because of the spell of the illusory energy, one thinks himself the creator, maintainer, and the annihilator.
Okay. नच मया अयं पुत्रः जनितः केनापि अलक्षितेन दारुणेन अयं पुत्रः जनितः केनापि अलक्षितेन दारुणेन अयं नशितः इति स्वस्मिन् जनकत्वलक्षणो गुणः परस्मिंस्तु नाशकत्वलक्षणदोषः स प्रसज्जनीयः इत्याहुः. So these people are saying, Angira and so Narada, Citraketu. So you should not think like this. You are the cause for the birth of this son, and some other one is the cause for his death. This Swasmi, that you are Janakat, that means claiming the, so Janakatva means fatherhood in yourself, and you are claiming destruction of this boy or killing of this boy in others one. So this is actually a wrong, this is doshaha. This is not the wrong, it is not the right way of seeing the things. So it's not the right way of seeing the things like this. These both munis, they said, and they are saying further, bhutaihi, that means everyone is produced by the pitradibihi, fathers. So all the living entities are produced by the fathers, and also rajadibihi avati, they are all maintained by the kings, and sarpadibihi hanti, they are all killed by the snakes. So that means bhutaihi bhutani bhuteshaha srujati avati hanti cha. That means Lord using the bhutas, he is creating, maintaining, and destroying. Not the you. You are what you are thinking. I am the creator of this boy, and someone is the destroyer of this boy. This is a false perception. Everything is done by the Lord through the bhutas. That means bhutas means what you should take at the time of creation. Who are these bhutas? Fathers. And at the time of the maintenance, who are these bhutas? Kings, king, and so on. At the time of death, so who are these bhutas? Snakes, and so on. All these are the cause, and Lord is the ultimate bhutesh. Okay, so bhutesh is the cause. Then nanu parameshwarasya kim sushtyaadibihi tatra. So Citraketu Maharaj is asking, Are Lord is Purna Kamaha. Lord, that means he has, that means he is complete in himself, and all his desires are fulfilled. Then what is his role in creating, maintaining, destroying of this? Why he is doing this? Because he is self-content and he is enjoying with his Landini Shakti. He is enjoying with the Bhakti Maharani. So Bhakti Shakti is getting the bliss from the Bhakti Rasa. So such a person is fully, that Bhakti is also Swarupa Shakti. So everything is Swarupa Shakti. He is playing with his own Swarupa Shakti, and he is complete in his enjoyment. Then why he is interfering into this, creating, maintaining, and destroying of these living entities? So like this, Citraketu Maharaj is asking. Then what is the answer? He said, Anapekshaha anapekshopi balavat. Anapekshopi balavat. That means even he doesn't depend, or he doesn't need of all these creation, maintenance, and destruction, but for his pleasure he doesn't need all this. But balavat leelaya karoti, like just a boy, small boys in the summer season, they will go under the trees, and what they will be doing, they will be collecting the lot of dust, and they will be connecting the different houses. Maja lila actually. So in that, children, that means boys and girls, little boys, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years boys, they will be constructing house, they are cooking, and they are doing everything, and after that 1 hour they will put on the feet and they will destroy everything and go. So they will fun. This is fun. It is fun for boys. Similarly, it is fun for the Lord. It's a funny game. This Leela, Srishti Leela. Leelas are 2 types. Srishti Leela, Ruchira Leela. So Ruchira Leelas are more sweet. Okay, we discuss that. Chalo, aage badho. Dehena dehino rajan dehat deho vijayate bijadeva yatha bijam dehyartha iva shashvataha. Tapomai Prabhu, with full tapasya. Yes.
As from one seed another seed is generated, O king, so from one body, the body of the father, though another body, the body of the mother, a third body, is generated the body of a son. As the elements of the material body are eternal, the living entity who appears though this material element is also eternal.
Everything by the body, from the body is coming. Bijat bijam. By the body, from the body, body is coming. By the father's body, from the mother's body, there is another child's body. If you put a mango seed, there is a mango tree and there is a mango seed from that. Bijat bijam. Satyam. Satyamuktam Ishvara Sushtena. Pitra maya janitah putroyam mrutah ityatah sochami iti tatrahatuhu. So now, acha, Citraketu Maharaj is saying, okay, Ishvara is the cause. Okay, I am not the father. Okay, I am not the cause for the creation of this boy, and some other one is the not the destroyer of this boy. Okay, Ishvara created everything except. Citraketu Maharaj saying, Satyamuktam Ishvara Srishtena Pitramaya Janitah Putroyam Mrutah Ityatah Sochami. Of course, Ishvara is creating through the fathers, maintaining through the kings, and destroying through the serpents, and so on and so. Okay, but ultimately he created through me only, na? This boy, he created this boy through me only, na? Maya janitaha putraha ayam mrutaha ityataha. Now he is killed. So that's why I am sochami. That's why I am lamenting. Then these two rishis are saying, Dehena pitru dehena dehina putrasya deho matu dehat abhijayate yata bija deva bijam jayate. Atah tvaya janitasya putra dehasya tava agra eva vartamanatva tam katam aduna shochasi bhavaha. So, okay, bhaiya. Okay, now these munis are saying, you used your body and using your body from the body of, what is that, Krtadyuti, you produced this body and that body is there in front of you. Why you are crying? That is there in front of you, na? Why you are crying? Whatever you created is there. Take it. Tava eva agre eva vartamanatva tvam katam adhuna shochasi iti bhavaha. Then nanu atra sampratidehi jivatma nasti iti shochami iti tatrahatuhu. Then Citraketu Maharaj is saying, but body is there, but the soul is not there, na? So that's why I am crying. Citraketu Maharaj is saying. Then Dehi jivo nama ardhastu shashata eva nasa tvaya janitah iti tena saha na kopi te sambandha asti iti bhavaha. Then these people are saying, Are bhai, you created only body. You didn't create the dehi, that means the soul. And soul is shashvataha. It is not died. It is already there. So eva sa tvaya janitah na sa tvaya janitah. It is not created by you. Tena saha na kopite sambandha. You don't have any relationship with that jivatma. Then why you are crying? Don't cry, man. So this is the answer by our rishis. Chalo. Deha 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 dehi vibhago yam aviveka krutah pura jati vekti vibhago yam yatha vastuni kalpitaha. Divisions of generalization and specification such as nationality and individuality are the imaginations of persons who are not advanced in knowledge. So what is said? Okay. Now Citraketu Maharaj is saying, Nanu nashwara deha pratiyogitva dehyapi na shashvatah syat tatra ahuhu. Citraketu Maharaj is saying that, see, this body and this jivatma both are company. They are all one team. So that's why body is temporary, then atma is also temporary only. Like that, Citraketu Maharaj is saying, Na shashvatah syat tatra ahatu. Then these munis are saying, Deha dehi no rayam paraspara pratiyogi vibhagaha pura anadihi aviveka krutaha agnana kalpitaha jatihi samanyam vyakti visheshaha tayor vibhago yatha vastuni tan sanmatre kalpitaha paraspara peksha siddhatvena anuvirupitat rupyatvad. What is said then? Then he's saying that then these munis are saying this body and this soul both. So whatever the mutual this relationship is there, that is because of anadihi aviveka krutaha. Because of from the beginningless, there is avidya. Yes, we know na, that's paratattva gnana abhava. Because sansarga. Because of this agnana kalpitaha, because of this agnana only this relationship is, my dear Citraketu. This relationship with this body and this soul is because of the ignorance, man. It is not the intelligence. It is not the knowledge. So that's why, because of this body only, so this false ignorance only, we are creating the different caste, creed, this, that. But actually they are not knowledge. Next. Summarize, write the question now. Summarize the teachings of the instructions. Summarize the instructions given by Narada and Angira to the lamenting King Citraketu Maharaj. No, King Citraketu. To the lamenting Citraketu. You have start from 2 to 8. Narada and Angira's instructions. Okay. How many marks? How many marks? 10 marks. थोड़ा रसायला टाइप लिखिए माने, थोड़ा सा अच्छे से विश्वास से लिखेंगे तो आनंद आता है. ट्रांसलेशन ऐसे टप्पा अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है. ओके. श्री सुकवाचा एवं आश्वासितो राजा चित्रकेतुर्द्विजोक्तिभिः विमृज्य पाणिना वक्त्रम् अदिम्लानमभाषत. Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued, thus enlightened by the instructions of the Narada and Angira, King Citraketu became hopeful with knowledge. Wiping his shriveled face with his hand, the king began to speak. ऐसा हाथ से आंसू पहुंच के थोड़ा सा फिलॉसफी का बल से थोड़ा सा होप आ गया. क्या बोल रहे हैं देखिए. So Citraketu Maharaj started saying like this. को युवाम ज्ञान संपन्नो महिष्टौ च महीयसाम अवधूतेन वेशेन गूढ़ाविहा समागतौ. Now he is recognizing. King Citraketu said, you have both come here dressed like avadhutas, liberated persons, just to cover your identities. But I see that of all men, you are the most elevated in awareness. You know everything as it is. Therefore, you are the greatest of all great personalities. See, Angira already met him, but because of this so much lamentation, so he was not able to identify. So what he is saying? Charanti hyavano kamam brahmana bhagavat priyaha. Charavanti hyavano kamam brahmana bhagavat priyaha. Madrusham gramya buddhinam bodayan mattaling linginaha. इसमें है नहीं एक्चुअली. फटाफट चले. नो कमेंट्स till 17. श्री चरण दास चलो पढ़ो.
Brahmanas who are exalted to the position of Vaishnavas, the most dear servants of Krishna, dress like madmen. Just to benefit materialists like us, who are always attached to sense gratification, and just to dissipate our ignorance. These Vaishnavas wander on the surface of the globe according to their desire.
So devotees dress like madmen. Okay. They are not at all interested in so-called. But we should maintain some cleanliness so people will so incline or show interest to learn from us. That's all. Just to benefit materialists like us, we are always attached to the sense gratification and just to dissipate your ignorance. So is a Gramya Pasu, Gramya Buddhi nam, Madrisham Gramya Buddhi. We are all foolish people. So Chitraketu Maharaj is telling himself as I am a foolish person. To deliver us, you people come. Next, what he's saying? Kumaro Narado Ribur Angira Devalositaha Apantaratama Vyaso Markandeyo the Gautamaha Vasisto Bhagavan Ramaha Kapilo Badarainaha Durvasa Ekna Valkyasya Jadu Karmanastata Runeha Roma Romashachavano Datta Asuri Sapatanjali Rishirveda Shiradhamyo Muni Panchashikas Hiranyanada Kaushadeva Pado.
Hari. The great soul, I have heard that among the great and perfect persons wandering the surface of the earth to instruct knowledge to people covered by covered by ignorance are Sanat Kumara, Narada, Ruhu, Angira, Devala, Ashita, Vaisdeva, Markandeya, Gautama, Vasishta, Bhagavan, Parshuram, Kapila, Shukdev, Durvasha, Jagavalka, Jyotikarna, and Aruni. Others are Rumahasha, Chaivana, Dattatreya, Ashuri, Patanjali, and the great sage Dhimma, who are like the head of the Vedas, the sage Panchashikha, and Hiranyabaha, Kushala, Kutodev, and Ritaja, must certainly be
Okay. So these all rishis are mentioned in the Mahabharata. So example, this Dhaumya Rishi, an Adi Parva it comes, beginning. Dhaumya Rishi's three disciples. So Upamanyu, Upamanyu, so next Aruni, Upamanyu, Aruni, and one more is there, Prabhu. Huh? Uttanka. Yeah, Uttanka. These are the three. Dhaumya Rishis. And Vedashira word also comes. Like this. So Prabhupada is writing, the Acharya is mentioned in this verse. These verses are described in the Mahabharata. The word Panchashika is also important. One who is liberated from the conception of Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya. And who is perfectly aware of the subtle coverings of the soul is called Panchashika. According to the statement of Mahabharata, Shanti Parva, chapter 218 to 219, an Acharya named Panchashika took birth in the family of Maharaj Janaka, the ruler of Mithila. The Sankhya philosophers accept Panchashikacharya as one of them. Real knowledge pertains to the living entity dwelling within the body. Unfortunately, because of ignorance, the living entity identifies himself with the body. So, okay, if you want to know the Panchashika story, this Panchakoshas, so you can refer these two chapters, 218 and 19 in Shanti Parva. Okay, what then Angira, Chitraketu Maharaj is saying, Tasmadivam Gramya Pashor Mama Mudhadiyah Prabhu Ande Tamasi Magnasya Gnana Deepa Udiryatam. Because you are a great personality, so you can give me real knowledge. I am as foolish as a village animal, like a pig or dog. Gramya Pashu means what? The animals which roam around in a village, like pig, dog, cat, these are all Gramya Pashus. So, because I am merged in the darkness of ignorance, therefore, please ignite the torch of knowledge to save me. So, he is requesting to distribute some knowledge. Prabhupada is saying, Om Ajnana Timirandasya. That means Chitraketu Maharaj is taking the shelter of these two rishis. Then Angira started replying, Angira Uvacha. Aham te putra kamasya putradosmyangira rupa. Yesha Brahma Sutta Sakshat Narado Bhagavan Rishi. Angira said, my dear king, when you desired to have a son, I approached you. Indeed, I am the same Angira Rishi who gave you this son. As for this Rishi, he is the great sage Narada, the direct son of Lord Brahma. So he is introducing. Angira is introducing himself and also is introducing the Narada. This Narada is the son of the, is a Brahmaji. You couldn't recognize. That's the point. Because so much lamenting, na? Crying, 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 and everything is out. So then, Ittam tvam putra shokena magnam tamasi dustare tadarkam anusmritya mahapurusha gocharam anugrahaya bhavataha praptavimah prabho brahmanyo bhagavad bhakto navasaditum arhasi. Sarna. Golden hue.
My dear king, you are an advanced devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. To be absorbed in lamentation for the loss of something material is unsuitable for a person like you. Therefore, we have both come to revive you from this false lamentation, which is due to your being immersed in the darkness of ignorance. For those who are advanced in spiritual knowledge, to be affected by material loss and gain is not at all desirable.
Mahapurushaha paramarshah bhagavad bhaktascha gocharaha manonetradi. What is that? Veshayaha yasyatam ataha eva brahmana vaishnava sevitatvad brahmano bhagavad bhaktas choktanatu vastutah tad bhakta ityartha. Now we have to philosophically RIB points. Next chapter के लिए foundations चाहिए अभी. ब्राह्मण वैष्णव सेवितत्वात् ब्राह्मणो भगवत ब्रह्मण्यो there is spelling mistake in this. Citraketu Maharaj is already devotee or not? In this instant, tell me. This is the point now. Citraketu Maharaj is now in this position. Still now, whatever we have seen, his son left his body, his friend died. So till this instant, he is now Citraketu Maharaj is devotee or not? Can you consider him as a devotee or not? Is he devotee? He is not devotee. But why it is said here, Brahmanyaha Bhagavat Bhaktaha? That Brahma Bhaktaha Navasaditum Arhasi. So, why they came? For those who are advanced in spiritual knowledge to be affected by material loss. So they are saying that you should not lament. Both are saying, not both. So who is saying? Angira is saying, na? So Angira is saying to Citraketu Maharaj, so you are the devotee of the Lord and you should not lament for this son. And you are the Brahmanyaha, that means you serve the Brahmanas, and for you lamenting like this is not good. You should not lament. So from these two statements, can you say that Citraketu Maharaj is already devotee? Or after preaching this, so they will be devotee. He will be devotee. What? He will be devotee or he already devotee? Tell me. Question is clear? न तु वस्तुतस्तु तद्भक्तः इत्यर्थः महापुरुष गोचरम. महापुरुषः means परमर्षः भगवद्भक्ताश्च गोचराः मनोनेत्रादि विषयाः यस्य तम् अतएव ब्राह्मण वैष्णव सेवितत्वात् ब्राह्मणो भगवद्भक्तश्च उक्तः न तु वस्तुतः तद्भक्तः इत्यर्थः. Citraketu Maharaj, what is that? Mahapurusha Gocharam. Mahapurusha Gochara means the one who sees or thinks. Mahapurusha Gocharam means Gochara Manonetradi Vishaya. The one who sees or thinks. Or otherwise you can do like this. Instead of writing. For whom for whose eyes and mind the great personalities like rishis and devotees become an object for whose eyes and mind the great person object he is Mahapurusha Gocharaha. Who is that? Yeah, Citraketu Maharaj. But that means he's a king in his palace. So great personalities, that means rishis, devotees, all they come and what they do? Ataha. Therefore he serves. That means they always come in front of his eyes. Then what he will do? He serves. He serves those Brahmanas, and that means these Mahapurushas means you can take rishis means Brahmanas. So devotees means Vaishnavas. Therefore, he used to serve. So that's why he is Brahmanya. Namo Brahmanya. And Bhagavat Bhaktaha. That's why he is called as, since he is serving Brahmanas as Brahman, he is said as Brahmanya. Since he is serving Vaishnavas, he is said as Vaishnava Bhaktaha. But actually, he is not a devotee. That means he doesn't know the Bhagavad Sambandhita Gnanam. He doesn't know Bhagavad Sambandhita. He didn't get the sadhu sangha, and then after that, so he is hearing from them the glories of the Lord, philosophy, then understanding importance of the bhakti, then doing the bhakti. With that mood he is doing? No. Mahapurusha Gochara, whoever is coming in front of his eyes, then he is serving. In that sense only here it is said as Bhagavad Bhaktaha. In that sense only it is he said as Brahmanyaha. Okay, you should understand this, because this point we need in the further philosophy. I'll clarify. So Vishwanath is clearly clarifying for us. This is our Acharya Vishwanath ji, and our JG, Srila Jiva Goswami Maharaj, says that yes, he is real devotee. Wow, this is a breaking news. Why? Because he already, when first son, that means when first time Angira came, because so Citraketu Maharaj got the association of Angira when he came to give a son. And by this association, can you remove the because then Citraketu Maharaj got the association of Angira when he came. By that association, he got the seed of bhakti. So he is actual devotee. Who is saying? Jaji. You have to be confused. Then कैसा है? आनंद आ रहा है या नहीं? Sri Charan Das, you're understanding? Confused ज़्यादा मत होना है, बस. Everything will be revealed by the due course of time. Okay, we will discuss the whole discussion because next coming chapter, big chapter actually is coming. There is a two different explanations. Complete story is different. The explanation of two acharyas is completely different. Then you will understand. Okay, that's why don't worry now. Let's continue this discussion. This is the origin actually. You should remember this point. Now write a question. Yes, to remember, then you'll get marks also. If you have question, write a question. Please give the opinion of Srila Jiva Goswami and Vishwanath Chakravarti on the word Bhagavad Bhaktaha in the verse SB 16.15.19. Okay. Please give the opinion of Srila Jiva Goswami and Vishwanath Chakravarti on the word Bhagavad Bhaktaha in the verse SB 6.15.19. Then you should explain this. 3 marks or 2? Huh? 3 marks enough. Okay. There are subtleties. There are 2 different explanations. So taking different. Chitra didn't do offense and say that he did offense. In the case of when we are going further discussion, we are waiting for that. So when he goes in front of the Parvati, Parvati or Sati? Parvati, na? Okay, now Prabhupada is writing another significant word, Brahmanya. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead is sometimes addressed by the prayers Namo Brahmanya Devaya, which offer substances unto the Lord because he is served by the devotee. Okay, next loka. Prabhupada is also saying several words of this purport are important. Mahapurusha, so and so. We discussed also this. So purport is discussed. Tadaiva te param gnanam dadami gruhamagataha gnatvanyavinivesham te putrameva dadamyaham. Sri Charan Prabhu. When I first came to your home, I could have given you the supreme transcendental knowledge. But when I saw that your mind was absorbed in the material things, I gave you only a son who caused your jubilation and lamentation. See. Vishwanath Baba can take this support. He can say that Tadeva te param gnanam dadami gruhamagataha. So, gnatva anyabhinivesham. That means you are too much engrossed in material desires. That means I want son. So because of this, putram eva dadami. I didn't give any bhakti. I give only putra. Baba can say this. Because, see, if someone is having offenses, then someone should give krupa, then only they will become devotee. So Chitra, if you take in the case of Jiva Goswami, then how he will support? Hey, there is no need to give the krupa. Just he came and meet. By the sadhu sangha also people will become so devotees who are not having any offenses. And Vishwanath is taking his offender. Then, because he will be seeing same continuation of explanation also will be same. You'll be seeing the whole story. So there, then Vishwanath can say that, yeah, he is offender. But he didn't give the kripa because Putram Eva he is saying. So that's why he didn't become devotee. He's just meeting the people and serving, that's all. So that's why both acharyas can, nowhere you cannot catch them even in a single place actually. You cannot catch them. That means there is no contradiction at all. Catching means definitely there is no mistake. So contradiction also you cannot find. No. Both are true. So because in the past it might have happened, so that's why I can take like this. And in the past, because the story is not fully, it is there, na? So only how some part of story is there. Citraketu Maharaj previously he might have offenses. I can assume and I can take like this. Who is going to stop? So that's why any one episode can be described into the many ways by assuming the preconditions differently. Chalo, next. Aduna, okay, what he is saying? Dadami adasyam punascha dadami ityasya adadam ityartha. Tingam tingo bhavanti iti lakshanena. Okay, this is grammatical. Next. Aduna putrinam tapo bhavate vanubhuyate evam dara gruharayo vividaishwarya sampadaha shabdadayascha vishayaschala rajya vibhutayah mahim rajyam balam kosho brutyamat brutyamatya सर्वेपि शूरसेने में शोक मोह भयार्दिता गंधर्व नगर प्रख्या स्वप्न माया मनोरथा. My dear king, now you are actually experiencing the misery of a person who has sons and daughters. O king, owner of the state of the Surasena, one's wife, his vows, the opulence of his kingdom, and various other opulences and objects of sense perception are all the same in that they are temporary. One's kingdom, military power, treasury, servants, ministers, friends, and relatives are all causes of fear, illusion, lamentation, and distress. There are like a Gandharva Nagara, so a non-existent place that one imagines to exist in the forest. So because they are impermanent, they are no better than illusions, dreams, and mental concoctions. This is a forest of material world. In that forest, you are assuming there is a Gandharva Nagara, Gandharvapur. These are all is like a, in that forest, you are imagining a Gandharvapuri. So like that, he is explaining whatever wealth you have, my dear, it is like that. It's a cause for the lamentation. Wives, wealth, all these ministers, so and so. Shoka moha bayarditaha. Gandharva Nagara Prakyaha Swapnam Maya Manorathaha. So that's they are all illusory actually. Illusory means they are all temporary. Yeah. 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 They are all the temporary and they are due to the avidya, agnana.
Yeah, a mental concoction.
Yeah.
We can, and this we can also, this is a material world is a reflection of spiritual world. So
Yes.
that rasa is reflecting in the
Yes.
material world.
Yes.
But we cannot get here because the reflection. We have to go to spiritual. That
Yes.
is just reflection of.
Yes. Okay. Next, 24. Drishyamana vinarthena na drishyante manobhavaha karma virdhyayato nana karmani manaso bhavan. भूख लग रहा है मुझे. पढ़ो, आप पढ़ो.
These visible objects like wife, children, property are like dreams and mental concoctions. Actually, what we see has no permanent existence. It is sometimes seen and sometimes not. Only because of our past actions do we create such mental concoctions, and because of these concoctions we perform further activities.
Hmm. So, Vyagra Sarpadina Vinaiva Drishyamanaha Swapnadi Bhange Sati Na Drishyante Tadevam Dharadaya Avastava Vastu Bhuta Swapnadaya Avastu Bhuta Sarve Manobhava Manovasana Janyatvat Manobhava Manobhavatvameva Aha Karma Vihi. What is happening? So you see in the dream, you'll be seeing the so many objects like the snakes and the tiger and so on so, which are not there actually, but they are seen in the dream. And because of that, you are getting the fear. And once the dream is out, you are out from the dream, then what will happen? They are not seen. Similarly, evam, even the wife and so on so, they are all so avastava vastu bhutaha. So they are also like the tiger and serpent, which are created in the dream. Avastava vastu bhuta swapnadeha avastu bhutascha. So they are all sarve manobhavaha. They are all what? Because of the manobhavaha. They are created by the mind. That means they are all produced because of the desires in the mind. So, and that means manobhavatvam. That means why these desires are there in that mind? Because of the karma. So karma vasana abhir ardhan dhyayata. That means because of various karmas, so ultimately all these are all existing. So this is a good example actually. I will explain on the board. What he is saying? He is saying that like in the dream, you will be having the tiger. Okay. Tiger and also so snakes. Snakes are created. There are, when dream is over, these objects will not be there. Will not be there. Same way, whatever the wife, so and so, there are also objects like in the dream. Wife, house, so and so. Because Atma is pure and it is having the coverings, subtle body and gross body. And this Atma is, when it is covered by the avidya, so at that time, what is, so Atma himself as body, and there are the different vrittis are created in this mind, and it is unnecessarily claiming, but it is not at all having any relationship with these vrittis. That means I want wife, I want house, I want this, I want that. So these are the vrittis. So all these vrittis are created in the subtle body, but I means what? It is false ego here. Unnecessarily this body, the soul is entering into those and claiming. So I means, so instead of separating this Atma himself from all this, so whatever vrittis are created in the mind, so entering into those and claiming those as his own. So, but whatever the outside relationships you are getting, so someone as wife, something as house, someone as relative, all you are getting because of these vrittis, manobhavaha. Because of these manobhava. These manobhavas are coming from where? From the karma. And pure Jivatma is not having any connection with all these or otherwise. Because of this, these are also coming in the outside world. This is outside world. And this is inner world. And this is Atma. And this is Avidya. Okay. So pure Atma is not having any connection with this. This is completely material platform. And pure Atma is purely belonging to the Supreme Lord. Like dream state and awakening state. Dream state and awakening state both are different or not? Awakened state. Both are different. So this is totally like dream state. And this Atma and relationship with the Paramatma. Let us, this is the Paramatma and this is the Atma. And these two things, their relationship is like awakening state. Awakened state. So this is the point. Prabhupada is explaining the purport that Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti writes as follows in his commentary. Arthena vigrahas sarpadina vinaya, so and so. At night one dreams of tigers and snakes, and while dreaming he actually sees them. But as soon as the dream is broken, they no longer. Similarly, the material world is creation of our mental concoctions. We have come to this material world so to enjoy material resources, and by mental concoctions we discover many objects of enjoyment because our minds are absorbed in material things. This is why we receive various bodies according to our karmana daivanetrin. Yeah, please write the please explain the philosophy mentioned in purport of SB 6.15.24. This philosophy should write. Okay. How many marks? 5 marks. Prabhupada writing this Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti that. Next. Ayam hi dehino deho dravyajnana kriyatmakaha dehino vivida klesha santapakruda udahrutaha. The living entity in the bodily conception of life is absorbed in the body, which is a combination of the physical elements, the 5 senses for gathering knowledge, and 5 senses of action, along with the mind. Through the mind, the living entity suffers 3 kinds of tribulations: Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika, Adhyatmika. Therefore, this body is source of all miseries. Okay, this all of you know. How this body is made up of. Body is comprised with these 3 kinds of Shaktis: Dravya, Gnana, Kriyatmaka. That means it is composed of knowledge senses, working senses, and also gross materials. Okay, and that body is composed of this, and in that Jivatma is there. Then it is getting because of the avidya, different sufferings in this body. The normal philosophy. Okay, next. 26. Tasma swaste namanasa vimrushya gatimatmanah dvaite druvardha mishrambham tyajopashamama vivisha. Therefore, O Citraketu, O King Citraketu, carefully consider the position of the Atma. In other words, try to understand why, understand who are you, whether body, mind, or soul. Consider where you have come from, where you are going after giving up this body, and why you are under the control of material lamentation. Try to understand your real position in this way, and then you will be able to give up your unnecessary attachment. You will also be able to give up the belief that this material world or anything not directly in touch with the service to Krishna is eternal. Thus, you will obtain peace. Tasma swastena manasa vimrushya gatim atmanah dvaite druvardham vishrambam tyajopashamamavivisha. So finally, Angira Rishi is saying that you try to understand the tattvam. Try to understand the tattvam. So वस्त्वस्तु मयत्वात् शाश्वस्तु ध्रुवः नित्य सदानंद सनातनः इत्यमरः. So tatra upashamam avisha ashraya. So what is said here? He is asking to take the shelter of what? Druvardha vishrambham. Druvardha vishrambham. Dhruvaha means vastava vastu bhutaha ayam arthaha iti viswasam mane pranayam pranayam va teja tasya vastumayatvat shashvatastu dhruvaha. So yeah, nitya sadananda sanatanaha iti amaraha. So actually Prabhupada is writing very clearly in the translation. That is the Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur translation only. What he is saying, so Dvaite means this is, in the material world is fully filled with the dualities. And you leave your faith in this temporary things which are known as dualities, and you should take the shelter of Shashvata Vastu, that is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is the meaning that you can see in the translation. Next, Sri Narada Vacha. So etam mantropanishadam praticha prayato mama yam darayan saptaratra drashta sankarshanam vibhum. Narada is telling. The great sage Narada continue, my dear king, attentively receive from me a mantra which is most auspicious. Accepting it from me, in 7 nights you will be able to see the Lord face to face. That means Druvardha. What is the Shashvata thing? That means what is the permanent thing? Then Narada told that. So Tameva Mahyam Krupaya Kataya Ityapeksha Angirasa Prerita Mahabhagavatatvat Narada Eva Aha. So Narada gave the mantra. Actually, Angira told the Citraketu Maharaj to accept the permanent thing. What is that permanent thing? So Narada gave. Why Narada gave? Because Narada is Mahabhagavat. So that's why he gave the mantra. So mantra rupam upanishadam praticha pruhana. That means he gave the mantra. What is that? So yatpada moolam upasrujya narendra purve sharvadayo brahmamimam dvitayam visrujya sadyastadiyamatulanadikam mahitvam prapur bhavanapi param na chiradupaiti. My dear king, in former days, Lord Shiva and other demigods took shelter of the lotus feet of Sankarshana. Thus they immediately got free from the illusion and duality and achieved unequaled and unsurpassed glories in spiritual life. You will very soon attain that very same position. So he is giving the faith, he is creating the faith because Sharva means Rudra, Lord Shiva. Sharvadayaha Brahmam Imam Ditiyam Usrujya. They also left the dualities and they took the shelter of Shankarshan Bhagavan. So you also do this, then you will also get the Chirad Upayiti. Very soon you will be getting the result. So thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 6th canto, 15th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam entitled The Saints of Narada and Angira Instruct King Citraketu. Next chapter. Sri Bhadarayani Ruvacha Ata Devarshi Rajan Samparetam Rupatmajam Darshayitveti Hovacha Jnati Namanushochatam. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, my dear King Parikshit, by his mystic power, the great sage Narada brought the dead son into the vision of all the lamenting relatives and then spoke as follows. Actually, in the previous chapter, any questions? Okay. कोई जरूरत नहीं, छोटा चैप्टर है इसे. Previous chapter, so I'm thinking any questions are there, that's it. This is a very big chapter and also a lot of commentary is there. It's like a bah. This and next chapter both are very time-taking chapters. 16 and 17. This is very big. Okay, but will do. Last 1 or 2 chapters I may give self-study. Okay? Huh? 1 or 2 chapters I may give. So this, yeah, summary we can give. Definitely. You want this chapter also self-study? Huh? Yes. Yeah, but 16, 17 is very important. Commentaries are there, yeah. Less. Shodase Mrtaputroktya Prabuddha Naradat Manum Prapya Samsu Shesha Tan Mukha Gnanam Rupa Adyagat. So So in this, Citraketu Maharaj is going to get the knowledge from the Supreme Lord, Sankarsana Bhagavan. So and also he will be hearing, Citraketu Maharaj is hearing that means the sun, dead sun will be brought for some time. So then also he is getting the mantra from the Narada. He get the mantra from the Narada also. So, and by that mantra, he will worship the Sankarshan Bhagavan and he will so get the knowledge from him. So, okay, these are the things we'll be discussing in this. So now Narada Muni brought up that dead sun into visibility. Then what Narada said? Sri Narada Vacha. Jivatman Pashya Bhadram te Mataram Pitaram Chate Surudo Bandhavas Tapta Shucha Tvat Krutaya Brisham. Sri Narada Muni said, "O living entity, all good fortune unto you, just to see your father and mother, all your friends and relatives are overwhelmed with the grief because of your passing away." So that Jivatma is brought in that sun. So whoever was there, so that Jivatma was brought. Kalevaram samavishya sheshamayu surudvrataha bhungshva bhogan pitrupattan adishtish anaditishta rupasanam. Because you died untimely, the balance of your lifetime still remains. Therefore, you may re-enter your body and enjoy the remainder of your life, surrendered by your friends and relatives. Accept the royal throne and all the opulence given by your father. So he is, yes, offering that. All this. Then what reply Jivatma gave? Kasmin janmanyami mahyam pitaro mataro bhavan karma vir brahmyamanasya devatiringru yonishu. Then Jivatma is asking like this: by the mystic power of the Narada Muni, the living entity re-entered his dead body for a short time and spoke in reply to Narada Muni's request. He said, according to the results of my fruitive activities, I, the living being, transmigrate from one body to another, sometimes going to the species of the demigod, sometimes to the species of lower animals, sometimes among the vegetables, and sometimes to the human species. Therefore, in which birth were these my mother and father? No one is actually my mother and father. How can I accept these two people as my parents? So that's why this Jivatma is passing through the so many lifetimes, and in every life, so it is having the different mother and father. So asking which mother and father you these two, like the way the Angira and Narada was asking so Citraketu Maharaj. So for which, that means you are the father for in which life? So which father you are? Past, present, future. There are so many fathers are there for that living entity. Which? So the same way it is said. Okay, we'll keep here this and we'll discuss. 15 minutes no. हो जाएगा वही कोई problem. Yeah, tomorrow we'll do. So thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. हो गया प्रभु, क्या करेंगे?